Hey everybody, this is Brett from Lost Hiway. We're here today walking through this van that we just finished for a customer. This is actually our first time using the Ecoflow power system in a van for the van's power supply. This is the Ecoflow Pro we got in here, along with the new Ecoflow Alternator Charge controller, which is a really good added bonus for these power supply systems, to have your alternator charge the power system along with shore power and solar. So let's dive into the details of this power system and what it does and what the advantages are for a camper van.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the electrical installer here at Lost Hiway. I'd like to talk a little bit about this Ecoflow Pro that we've installed in this 2023 Sprinter 170. This is our first install we've done on these, and we really like these. What we've done with this one, we've got an alternator charge setup provided by Ecoflow. We've ran our alternator charge to our charge point on the front side of the van, and it's a very simple setup that they've got here. It's actually two cables. One is your power cable, and the other is the cable from this little controller to this unit. Really a simple setup, and it's very clean and it's easy to understand. This particular unit has a lot of capabilities. As you can see over here, this 10 gauge wire that we've got, this is going into a DC power out. And what we use for this DC power out, we use this as our power feed to our fuse panel. With this Blue Sea 12 circuit fuse panel, as you can see here on this cover, we've got everything labeled as to what they're going to be running. We've got overhead lights, we've got a max air fan. We give the customer capability of having some 12 volt power points. One is going to be in this fender box, which will be installed over where we are right now. And then in the front side, up behind the seat, kind of more in the passenger area. We actually use a heater in these. We use a German heater, the S-bar heater, which is currently installed under the passenger seat. What we're looking at here, this is the Ecoflow Alternator Charge Control Unit. This is a great kit for the do it installer, and the reason what makes it so great is that there's not a lot of fabrication that the builder has to do. All the cables that you see here, only two, are provided by Ecoflow. They come completely built. This cable right here goes eventually to your alternator charge, so this will go through the van up to the front. Long cable, they provide everything. It's got terminated ends on it. It's nylon overbraided. It's really a nice piece. And this cable goes right to here. So we've got a little bit of slack here as you see this little coil that we've got, but they give you enough length to where if you had this unit a little bit farther away than we currently have ours, you have the length to do it. Another thing that's really nice on this is that Ecoflow has a really nice mounting bracket setup, and it's all very simple. All the hardware comes with it. It's got a really nice matte finish black. It's really classy looking, really nice. What you see over here, this is your Bluetooth antenna. And over here, there's a data connection hookup if you wanted to link it. This unit will charge at alternator at 800 watts. It's a really nice setup. The other way that you can charge this unit with the batteries is through solar. And then the back here, you'll have the capability of hooking up that. Okay, what really makes this Ecoflow a really nice option compared to another system, say like a Victron, is the simplicity of this unit. What's nice about this is that instead of some of the other competitors' products where this whole wall would be full of components, Victron, you'd have a gauge, you'd have all sorts of things on there. That makes it a little bit tricky in a couple of ways for the installer. One is that you've got to figure out if you've got enough real estate underneath your cabinets to install it all. The second part is, if you're not really comfortable with electrical, you're not comfortable with crimping wires, or maybe you don't have the tools to do it, that becomes a bit of a challenge. What's nice is that Ecoflow has taken a lot of that potential headaches away from the installer, and it gives you a little bit more confidence if you've not done a lot of electrical stuff. This stuff is a lot simpler. And what Victron or say some of the other competitors would have all over this wall, a lot of it's inside of here. And so it's really, really a convenient package to where instead of a matter of crimping wires and figuring out how to schematically, how to hook things up, it's already done. You're basically hooking a connector up into a port. Okay, this Ecoflow has a 3.6 kilowatt hour capacity on it, and you could even get up as high as 25 if you run the Delta Pro Smart Extra battery. It's 3,600 watts to 7,200 watts of AC output, which would cover about 99% of any appliance you would ever run. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the outputs that you see here. You see what we've got right here. We've got an Anderson connector, 10 gauge cables. This is your DC power out. And when we talked a little bit about that, these are the wires that are going over to the fuse panel to feed our fuse panel. Another place that you could pull power from is right here. Cigarette lighter style setup, which is very, very common. You know, phone charger, some of the refrigerators, say like an ice cove, they'll run something very similar. If you want to turn your 12 volts on and off, you can see a button down here. It's 12 volt on and off. You don't have to have your system hot all the time. If you wanted to shut it off for any reason, that's where you would do it. And then down below, you'll see a couple other buttons, reset buttons, a button to pair. You can run a remote. You can put the system in standby. It's got a couple of other different capabilities that are really, really nice. Another really nice feature is too, if you're cruising down the road and maybe you've lost the capability of being able to charge your unit, you could actually go to a Tesla charge station and charge it with that. Another great thing about this unit and its portable size, say you decide you're going to sell your van, but you love your Ecoflow. Well, you could take it with you. Some of the other systems are so set to your van that if you sell your van, it's going to go with it. Well, this, you could take it, you could remove it. Another feature too is say you lose power at your house, you would just undo your unit, take it into the house, and now you've got a power generator, which is really, really nice. Another really cool feature that these guys have too, you've got a little handheld thing here that if you had to pick it up and take it out, handheld and on wheels. Two really, really cool features of this particular unit. In conclusion, got a lot of great things to say about this unit. We really, really like it. We're really excited to be able to carry it. I think it's a great option for an installer that wants something with a lot of capability, very simple packaging, excellent customer service, and a really good price point. If you're interested in anything like this, please look us up on our website. Hey guys, hope this video was helpful to you. If you like it, hit that subscribe button and hope to see you again soon.